Good morning friends and welcome back to my channel. Through my channel I have been making videos on soft skills and communication skills. Today we are going to see a concept that touches our lives on a massive scale. You know that man is a social animal and no man is an island. Every man born into this nature has to live along with others. He lives in a society, he lives in a family as a small unit, he works in an organization or an institution. So everyone has to live his life or lead his life along with others. And in the process of leading our lives along with others in a social setup or a social context, there are certain norms of behavior which we need to follow. So in soft skills we call them as etiquette. There is, for example, dining etiquette, there is telephone etiquette, there is email etiquette. There are certain other social norms of behavior. Especially in a context like corporate sector, where you'll have people from different countries working together, it's very difficult for the organization or for the company to come out with the same norms of behavior. Let us look at a few examples. While we were growing up, our parents have always told us to respect elders. They have also told us to be considerate towards the youngsters, or someone who is younger to us. This is what we are referring to. So in a family setup, that is the etiquette. When you grow bigger, when you enter a college, there are certain other norms of behavior. For example, in the library, the first norm of behavior that needs to be observed is to remain silent. For example, in a computer lab, you have certain other norms of behavior. In a playground, there are certain norms of behavior. So what are the norms of behavior that are advised by people, by our elders or by the society? They are related to the same thing. The primary concept is, as you are important to yourself, every other person is important to themselves. So it's always a mutual respect, it's always mutual appreciation that will take us places. So let's quickly look at these norms of behavior in the office setup. As I mentioned, etiquette differs from one culture to another, one race to another, and one country to another. And there are many written and unwritten laws of etiquette which we need to follow. So today let's look at 10 rules of etiquette, 10 rules of good behavior, 10 norms of behavior. The first norm is be courteous to others. We need to be courteous and respectful towards others despite their social standing or corporate standing. This is a rule. Rule number 2 is, when a conflict arises in a company, please treat it as situation related, not as people related. You learn a lot of respect from people working with you. The person is not important. The situation is important and you will have to judge it like a true judge, not like a lawyer. Rule number 3, we need to be considerate to others' opinions and feelings. So does it mean that your feelings and your opinions are less important? No. While you give value to your opinions and feelings, you should also be considerate towards others' opinions and feelings. How do you do that? Please keep your political ideologies and movie-related ideologies away from your workplace. You like Modi? Very good. You like Rahul Gandhi? Very good. Keep that to yourself. Let it be here, not here. Whatever interests and likings you have got towards somebody, let that liking be here, not here. I think you understood what I mean. Your feelings, let them remain with you. Don't express them out when you are in an organization. Because small little things can lead to a bigger gap in an organizational setup. The same context I should tell you. In the same context I should tell you. Don't say yes when you want to say no. Don't say no when you want to say yes. It's an age-old saying. What it actually means is, without letting go of your own interest and opinions, you should also be considerate towards others' opinions. Do it in a courteous way. Rule number 4. Apologize when the situation demands it. There is nothing wrong in saying sorry when you are in the wrong. Sometimes, without our knowledge, we may do something wrong. Please accept that. Apologize. You'll earn respect of the people around you. Rule number 5. Do not use harsh and rough words or vocabulary with your colleagues. Whether your colleagues are your superiors or someone who is working under you in your team, never use harsh or rough words. There is always a temptation to treat our superiors with impeccable courtesy and treat our inferiors by snapping at them. Let's avoid that. Rule number 6. A prairie dog is cute in the world, not in the office. You know, in an office atmosphere, the people have got their own cubicles. It is their sanctum sanctorum. It's a holy place for them. Never venture into their holy place without their permission. Seek permission and then enter. You'll earn respect. Rule number 7. Silent zones are not just for hospitals. If you observe, hospitals, libraries, computer labs, they aren't the only places where silence needs to be maintained. You need to maintain that also in the office. When you talk to your friends, talk in a low voice. Don't shout from your cubicle, from your cabin. If you want to talk to Mr. X, please go to Mr. X's cabin, seek permission to go inside, say excuse me and go and talk. Number 8. Use your smartphone so smartly. The 21st century human being is blessed with this small instrument called smartphones. Please use them smartly. Because as your freedom is very important, so also is the freedom of others. Everybody has got his or her own freedom. Let's give their space. Let's give respect to them. Don't shout when you talk over phone. So keep your phone in silent mode or vibration mode. Number 9. Everything you see is not public property. Many a time in the office, you will find lots of material belonging to the office. So when you go to somebody else's cubicle, don't try to pick them up. Though the material belongs to the office, neither you nor the person in the cubicle has got a right to take it away. Use them in the office, not outside. It's not public property. Rule number 10. Words from co-worker's desk can be displeasing. Suppose you want to have your lunch along with others in the company or in your organization. Please go and sit with them. Politely ask them if you can join them, and they will surely oblige your request. Go and sit with them and follow the rules of behavior that needs to be followed in dining. We call them as dining etiquette. Dear friends, these are the norms of behavior that we need to follow when we are dealing with others. So if you follow these 10 norms of behavior in a general sense, you will be called a gentleman. People will have a lot of respect for you. People will give you a lot of value in their relationships or in their conversation. Continue to follow these norms of behavior that you learned as a child. You will truly become a gentleman. Remember the famous quote? Do unto others as you wish others to do unto you. If you want people to respect you, respect them first. If you want people to wish you, wish them first. If you want people to smile at you, smile at them first. As you sow, so you reap. If you want to reap a good harvest, sow perfectly. We have learned many of these norms of behavior right from our childhood. Let's follow that even into the future. And when we do that, we are called gentlemen. All the best. Thank you.